Hey everybody, it's Dan and Alex here from BD Diesel Performance, and we are here today to talk to you about our new 10R80 product transmission options. Now, we've got many different applications that these vehicles are found in, right? Obviously, you've got your F-150s, two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, anything from 2017 up to 2024. We've also got these now for our Transits, the Ford Transit vans, and your Lincoln Navigators and your Ford Expeditions as well, which are another new platform that we've just come out with. This includes torque converter, this includes a new Deep Sump Pan, which adds an additional 2 quarts, and I mean your install time on this is going to be around 13 hours shop time. Now this also includes a warranty which has got 24 months or 100,000 miles, as well as labor for your first 12 months or 24,000 miles. And because of the fact that this is a stock drop-in transmission, obviously with some upgrades, this is 50 state legal. So anybody that's in the state of California or a emissions regulated state across the United States, you do not need to worry about putting this in your vehicle. Any shop can do it as long as they got the equipment to do so. So what would be some of the reasons why somebody would want to go with, instead of say a Ford OEM replacement or something, or another supplier, why would they want to go with a BD 10R80?
Well, it's fantastic because we actually take all of the issues that exist in all of Ford's existing 10R80s throughout their entire year range for all their different applications, address all of them and make improvements even at our stock level of transmission, and still come in at a lower price than the OEM. So as we can see here in front of us with all of our parts, we address the big one, which is our 10R80, our 10R80 CDF Drum. So we have a retaining feature that is included in every transmission that we have in order to address the sleeve that gets displaced over time, which cuts off fluid flow to all those C, D, and F clutches, which results in overheating and essentially broken transmission. So that's a huge thing that we address in all of our 10R80 packages. Another thing that we address in all of our packages is our reaction container here. So we see that this one is obviously a different color. Not that it matters because you can't see it, but the entire purpose behind this is to add surface hardening to this component. And so it's a little bit difficult to see. I'm not sure if we can get in there, but there is a significant wear on the gears, on the internal components in that drum. That is a result of just general wear and tear on this transmission. And this was torn out of a real transmission that we had come in. This results in the clutches not applying in the correct amount of time, which causes harsh shifts, poor engagement, and an overall just terrible driving experience. So this bad boy here addresses all of those issues just based off of that surface hardening, and it minimizes the wear, and we include this in all of our transmissions.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not sure how well the camera can pick it up in there, but the inside of that factory reaction sleeve, it literally looks like the edge of a serrated knife.
Yeah.
If you're trying to slide something over top of that, like a clutch plate trying to apply or release, good luck. Oh. Right? They're getting torn up just like the inside of the drum is. So at the end of the day, the surface hardening, very good upgrade for
Absolutely.
sure. And like the other upgrades that we're doing in these things, we've got mild upgrade to our transmission line pressure, right? The torque converter as well has got an increase to be able to improve the friction surface area and the material itself, so we're able to better hold the lockup, etc. The Deep Sump Pan, lower transmission temperatures, right, which is contributed to by both the pan being lower down in the airflow underneath the vehicle, and also the extra fluid volume, which is going to help to be able to provide more cooling capacity as well. And there's fins on the inside of that as well, which help to pick the heat up and then transmit it out to the outside of the transmission case, which, between that and extra rigidity added to the case of the transmission, great upgrade, something that you'd want to have even on a stock application. These units themselves, although they are an upgrade, we do use OEM Ford clutches and steel, so that way, you are physically still getting OEM quality, but with upgrades that bring it to the next level. So if you're looking for something that, delivers smooth and quick shifting, but is more reliable than, the mishaps that I guess you run into with the factory units, this is going to be a great upgrade.
Well, a big thing is just the overall smoothness and sharpness of the transmission that we improve. All of these materials come together to make a significantly more wear-resistant product, and something that you can truly feel that results in sharper, more consistent shifts. We fix all of these issues. We improve the clutch holding capacity. We keep all those temperatures down, since these transmissions love to sit and
roast the fluid.
And
the clutches.
Absolutely. And so overall, this is just a higher longevity, longer lasting transmission than a Ford OEM.
And at a better price.
Absolutely.
So, no brainer, really. I mean, in terms of line pressure, the 30%, a lot of people think like, well, if it's making more pressure, it's going to shift harsh, at the low end and stuff like that. But with these new transmissions, obviously, it's dependent on the input of throttle, right? So as the throttle increases, the demand for line pressure and the command from the PCM increases too. But with the smoothness of these shifts, that's going to be, throughout the RPM band, or is it going to have a little bit more of a crisp shift at the higher RPM, which kind of, reaffirms the fact that it's shifting properly?
No, it'll be really nice and firm, nice and smooth. But again, because we are using OEM frictions and steels, the smoothness of the shift overall is as you would expect. It doesn't impact overall drivability. So yeah, if you were driving a faulty 10R80 and you immediately swapped over to one of our BD units, you would immediately notice just the increase in smoothness and sharpness of the shifts without sacrificing any of the OEM quality that you would expect.
So let's get into the fabled 1-3-5 shift that most people are going to wind up talking about in the forums and in the shops and everything like that. Like, what are some details and differences about this unit, about that shift issue that these love to have?
Well, it's great. I mean, the whole purpose of that kind of 1-3-5 getting off the line shift is for fuel economy, but a lot of people do complain that it's kind of lurchy and not as smooth as you would like, especially when you're just driving around town. So it's really nice that with our BD package, there is a significant improvement in this 1-3-5 shift. It just overall, even with the increased line pressure, the feel of the shift is overall improved. You don't have that lurchiness when you're skipping gears that a lot of people are concerned about when they think, oh, my transmission's going, but it's actually just the PCM reacting as it's supposed to. We maintain the benefits and the fuel economy of having that kind of skipped shifting from the PCM, but just our overall package addresses a lot of the issues to allow this 1-3-5 to be a lot smoother around town.
Yeah. So it'd feel like a normal shift in place of like a missed or slipped shift, which some people might be used to in, say, an older vehicle.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. So this basically is going to be then an ideal package for anybody that is, say, working at a shop and they're already, basically selling either Ford or another brand replacements. But as far as I understand in the industry, the people in the shops that would be installing these basically are doing them, because of the fact that the only, I guess, current market offering that they could get for these is either going to be something that's way overbuilt for, say, a race vehicle, or it's going to be something that is just bone stock with no modifications whatsoever to the inside of the transmission, which is only going to prolong the amount of time it's going to take for you to be able to, resolve the issue permanently.
Exactly. Well, I mean, these are fantastic transmissions, and so we want to find kind of that happy medium between like a high performance transmission that wouldn't be suitable for the street and for everyday driving, but obviously address those severe issues that come from the factory. So it's really great that we found this happy medium, and we can address the peace of mind of our end users, whether that is people at the shop or the end users themselves who can purchase this transmission off of our website even. It really is a cost-effective solution to address all of these issues.
Especially, yeah. I mean, if we're getting a better product than even what you could get from Ford at a lower price point. I mean, that's a game changer.
Absolutely.
Right? So for everybody that's interested in these units or that would like to get some more information, make sure to check out our full 10R80 lineup on bddiesel.com, or you can give us a call, 1-800-887-5030, and speak to one of our experienced salespeople to be able to go over some more details and maybe get you set up with one today.